The Premier Sports group stage is back. Tonight was match day 2. Lots of games, lots of goals, and surprisingly, lots of upsets. And no bigger upset, in my opinion, than Falkirk defeating Hibs. Falkirk in not even the Championship, League 1 Falkirk defeating Premier League Hibs. But there was also some really, really bad results for other Premier League teams, which we will cover in a minute, but I'm going to go through the matches in order that I've got them here. So if it's not the order you want, then fuck it, I don't know, put in a complaint, send an email, try and sue me, I don't know, get me cancelled. But anyway, let me get on with this. So first game of the night, Queen's Park versus Forfar Athletic. Queen's Park got a 4-1 win over Forfar at the Oakshallview Park Stadium. Easy win for Queen's Park in the end. They did take the lead in the 40th minute. Forfar equalised 7 minutes later. He thought they were going to make a game of it, but then Queen's Park seen it out with goals in the 69th, 84th and 91st minute. So a big win for Queen's Park. Probably were favourites to beat Forfar, but I mean, it's a game I'm looking at it, yeah, and I could have seen Forfar win, but in the end, it was Queen's Park that won, so, I mean, who cares? Hamilton Academical with a big win against Stranraer, and a win that I think Hamilton needed, and they've got it tonight. Paul Woods got 2 goals for Stranraer, but that wasn't enough when it was the 5 goals from Hamilton. Surprisingly, though, all these 7 goals came in the second half, so first half, no goals, you're like, this is a shit show of a game, this is boring, I'm about to turn it off. And then again, but both these teams are crap and they're not on TV, but my point still stands. You probably thought I've had enough of this, but yeah, what a mad second half to produce 7 goals, especially after the first half produced 0. Shocker. Big win though for Hamilton. Then we move on to Livingston. They lost to Championship side Inverness Caledonian Thistle. I would say it is an upset, but it's not a massive upset. Yeah, Livingston lost. Obviously they will not be happy. But Inverness are a decent outfit. I wouldn't say this is a shocking defeat by any means. Inverness were 2-0 up thanks to Austin Samuels and Daniel Mackay. Livingston had Max Shriek sent off in goals before Jason Holt he scored for Livingston with 6 minutes to go. And then with 3 minutes to go, he had a chance to equalise and he missed from the penalty spot. So big miss there for Jason Holt. And in the end, cost his team a potential penalty kick shootout win. Albion Rovers lost 1-0 to Cove Rangers. Own goal for Mark Reynolds. Not sure if that's the same Mark Reynolds that played for Dundee United or not. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments. But Cove Rangers won thanks to goals for Robbie Leach and Connor Scully. Big up those two guys. Right. I think the biggest shock of the night, I said the biggest shock of the night was Falkirk Hibs. I'm changing my mind. St Johnstone, 0. Anna Athletic, 0. This went to penalties, and Anna Athletic actually defeated St Johnstone. Now, maybe the scoreline is a bit misguided. St Johnstone did have only 9 men, albeit the second guy got sent off in the last minute, but they were missing Daniel Cleary, who got sent off in the 29th minute. So St Johnstone played more than 2/3 of the game with 10 men, which probably had an effect on them somewhat, but still not good for St Johnstone here to be dropping points against Annan Athletic. St Johnstone penalties were missed by Michael O'Halloran and Andy Constantine. Didn't know Andy Constantine was still playing top flight football. Thought when he left Aberdeen he was going to go into obscurity, but I guess not. Ayr United lost 3-0 at home to Queen of the South. Big win for Queen of the South there. Fair play to them. Airdrieonians with a draw against FC Edinburgh City. Did not expect that. Thought Airdrie would have too much for Edinburgh City, but it wasn't to be. And then Edinburgh City beat Airdrie 4-2 on penalties. Scored all 4 penalties, whereas Airdrie could only score 2 of their 4. And that gave FC Edinburgh City the win. Falkirk, already spoke about Falkirk earlier in the video, but they did get a 1-0 win over Aidan Nisbet. There was a total attendance of 3,900 people there, and half of that was Hibs fans. Hibs brought a large away support tonight to Falkirk, and the Hibs fans will be leaving unhappy thanks to that Aidan Nisbet goal. And just not good enough for Hibs. First half, they were not good enough. Second half, they were a bit better, but not good enough to get into the game and get something out of it. And I mean, Lee Johnson post-match, saying how this wasn't, this wasn't a disaster or whatever, and I think it's close to disaster. So, that's entirely up to him. But yeah, really, really bad result there for Hibernian losing to Falkirk. If you keep in mind, Falkirk now are Championship. They're no longer, they're League One. They're no longer Championship. So yeah, it's a bad result for Hibernian. Dunfermline Athletic beat Buckie Thistle 5-0. People expecting Dunfermline to need to bounce back this season, and I tell you what, it's a decent win against a really, really poor Buckie Thistle side, but you can only beat who's in front of you. I was praising Hibs for beating Clyde 5-0, so I guess I've got to praise Dunfermline for winning by the same scoreline. Alloa Athletic 1, East 5-1 in normal time. Went to penalties. Former Hearts man Connor Salmon with one of the goal scoring penalties, and his penalty helped Alloa Athletic defeat East Fife 6-5 in the shootout. So Alloa Athletic coming through in that one. And last but not least, it was Montrose travelling to Fraserburgh, and they defeated them by 4 goals to 2, thanks to a hat-trick from Blair Lions. So that wraps up, guys, all the Premier Sports Cup games tonight. Now, normally I would show the league table, but because there's some more games tomorrow, I don't really think it would be fair. Some teams have played an extra game or whatever, so I'm not going to go into the league table. Tomorrow, though, we will address that. We will look at the league and we'll look at who's in danger of not getting through. But just by a quick glance here, there is some Premier League teams that are struggling and are in danger of potentially going out. You've got Livingston, who at the moment are sitting in 3rd place, and they've played 2 games. Could be difficult for them to catch Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Inverness Caledonian Thistle have already beaten Livingston, so that's not looking good for them. You've got St Johnstone, who after just the 1 game picked up a point tonight, but Annan Athletic have 5 points. So again, St Johnstone, they're relying on Annan Athletic to drop points somewhere. You have St Mirren, only played the 1 game, but already they're on 0 points. They could be in trouble. Hibernian in 2nd place. I expect them to go through as the 2nd best runner-up or whatever, but Falkirk now have already played Hibs and they're 2 points ahead of them in the table, so Falkirk will really, really fancy their chances here of advancing to the next stage. And I believe Falkirk beat Morton as well, who are the 2nd best team in this group. So all Falkirk have to do to top that group is beat Bonnyrigg Rose and beat Clyde. And I can't see Falkirk failing to do that. So it looks like Falkirk are actually going to beat Hibs and finish ahead of them in that group, and then Hibs are in real danger. And in the last group, we have Dunfermline Athletic. They're doing alright. Well, I say last group, there's a couple more groups to go. Kilmarnock, newly promoted Kilmarnock, are in 2nd place. But again, these groups have only had 1 game played in them each, so there's no point really going over it too much. Anyway, guys, that is it. I will catch you in the next one. But yeah, some shocking results tonight. I've got more results tomorrow. We'll see if any of the big boys fall. But until then, been Fog Football. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Make sure like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.